Hey guys, how's it going? Just coming at you with another video here. Just basically, reason why I'm making this video, I just kind of want to sit down and think and just talk about things. What's kind of what's going on in my head right now. And I hope you forgive the lighting. I need a new bulb in this thing right here. The light that you see surrounding me, it's on my mirror, which is off screen right now, so you can't see it. But hopefully, you can see me. But anyway, I just want to sit down here and talk about things. I guess partly because of what's going on right now in recent news, um, and just talk about whatever, and just use that as a bit of a springboard, or just you know, um, um, basically, the one topic that's really kind of got me thinking and makes me want to do this video is the whole sex abuse, I guess, in a sense, because um, in recent news, there's this guy Harvey Weinstein who was found out to have been uh, kind of scummy. Like apparently how he's been being of a pedo bear and all that. Oh, well, hopefully I'm not being using the word pedophile wrongly, but well, basically he's being um, uh, sexually inappropriate. Let's put it this way. I don't know. I'm not sure what term I can think of, but I'm just, why wouldn't they come out and say, "Hey, this guy kind of was being inappropriate with me" and all that. Um, and there's this whole hashtag of Me Too. It's meant to show solidarity with women who have been, um, with women who have who that's happened to, and it kind of has this listen and believe rhetoric and all that. Uh, and it just kind of got me thinking, I guess, and I, I guess maybe there's not so much that. I mean, it's things like that suck, when sexual allegations and abuse and all that sucks across the board, whether you experience it or not. And for anybody who has not experienced it, I hope you never do. And if you have, whether you're man, woman, white, black, whatever, I'm sorry that it happened to you. And I hope you feel better if you aren't feeling better right now. And um, and I hope you find help you need. I hope you learn to come to terms with it. But um, and I guess in light of what happened with this guy, Harvey Weinstein, there's a few other people that have kind of come out and said, like, oh, look at these people, they're scummy too, and it's like, yeah, it's like, um, and just, I guess you kind of have to wonder what propels people to do what they do and why they do it, and it really kind of gets, and I would think in a sense, kind of gets a discussion about things, like, and especially when it comes to the whole idea, I guess maybe of motives and context and nuance and all that. At least that's some of the thoughts are going around in my head. Um, and I hope I'm not going too off topic or whatever. I'm just kind of rambling about some of the thoughts in my head. Anyway, you know, when you see and do certain things or whatever, I'm sure there are plenty of people who wonder why do you do it, what are you doing, and all that. Like with me, I'm the type of person that if I see uh, someone saying uh, or doing something, or at the very least saying something, I kind of have to wonder though, and it's going to go further than the long run, especially if they're consistent or do or whatever. I have to wonder like, um, why do people believe what they believe, and why do they believe what they do, especially if there's happens to be evidence on the contrary. Um, and all that. it's going to go especially for what's the current political climate right now with what's going on here in my country, the United States. Like whether you be conservative, liberal, left of center, right, blah blah blah, and that can go for maybe even say religious. Like it can just go for anything. I'm sorry if I ever get redundant. Like this can go for like politics, religion, general ideology, or whatever. And when it comes to doing your actions, I know, why? What's up with that? Even kind of still brings on, hey, what you doing? Why are you doing it? Like, um, there are people out there, like, when you do something, you yourself know what you're doing and why you're doing it. But there are other people who may not exactly be in on it, in on the loop or whatever. And some people will misunderstand you and try to like say what the hell's going on. Kind of like for example with PewDiePie. Earlier this year, I think there was a whole Nazi Jew haters, anti-Semitic or whatever that brouhaha. I think from what I understand, he was doing a social experiment, and the Wall Street Journal took him out of context and made it look like he was saying and doing things that he actually wasn't. And that kind of caught him a lot of flack, even though he wasn't looking for any. I'm just going by what I understand. I hope I'm not wrong, and I'm pretty sure I'm not. But I'm just saying, don't hold me to it. Um, I'm not looking to try and be wrong in what I'm trying to say, and nor do I wish to be. But there's that prime example of that. And I guess that maybe another example will be like, we know that Donald Trump is president right now, and it's kind of a contentious time right now with what's going on in our government and our presidency and all that. And this past election, is really kind of like, wow, it really is a circus, isn't it? Now, I know that there are plenty of people out there who supported their preferred candidate, especially in the primaries and in the general election. They had their reasons. And I'd be kind of curious to know why. Like we look at a particular candidate. What is it about them that you support? Why do you like them? Uh, and kind of like, for example, I know like with like Hillary Clinton, first female presidential candidate. You know, say what you will about her or whatever, but what is it about her that made you want to support her? Was it her policies? Was her the fact that she was a woman, which is kind of absurd? I mean, as an aside, it's one thing to be a candidate who happens to be a woman versus the woman president, But now, what is it about her? Was it her policies? Was her or whatever? Was her identity? Was her what? Um, and I'm sure there are people who had good reasons to vote for her, and I wouldn't hold that against, or at least I wouldn't want. I don't want to. It's and that can go for any political candidate. Like it, I don't want to hold against you for what you believe. Like even if in some way or another, this is going to go for politics, ideology, religion, whatever. I don't want to hold that against you. I don't wish to be. It's not my nature. I just don't think it is. Even if in some way you're objectively wrong, I don't wish to be that guy who has to point out to you every time you are objectively wrong. Even if I'm thinking in my head, yeah, I think you're kind of wrong here, at least based on what information I know. I don't wish to be that guy. And who knows? Hell, I'm sure that I'm probably been times where I've been wrong. And I don't wish to pick fights with people because I think they're wrong. And I guess we can talk about. I guess talking about why why this or that is happening, or why I think you're wrong, or why you think I'm wrong. But I don't want it to be a. I don't want an argument. Like let's just talk. Mm. Because you get your information from wherever you get your. I get mine from mine or whatever. But just let's talk. Not let's just talk without the mudslinging. That's what I'm saying. And on the flip side, with a guy like Donald Trump, um, about what appeals, what is his appeal? That made you want to support him. Now, but based on what I've observed and learned, I guess the reason why I guess I'm speaking partly because he's our president currently. Based on what I've learned, I think I think part of why people were so repelled to Hillary is because he represented the status quo, like business as usual. And on at least on the campaign trail, he uh, campaigned on this economic populist, non-interventionist, and all that. And I guess there's some people out there who were economically despondent, and they thought like, oh, this guy might have my back. Let's roll the dice and see what happens. I would not want that. That's be a prime example right there. Maybe what I'm thinking about. And for those people, I would not want to hold that against them. I'm sure they had good reasons too, and just like I'm sure there are good reasons for people to vote for Hillary or Gary Johnson or Jill Stein or all the other candidates who voted for whoever they voted for. Even if and I guess for that, as I mentioned, even if I disagree with you, like I don't want to think you as a bad person or whatever. That maybe me sounding like a centrist, and I hear that maybe that's not always the best idea to take, but I'm just saying, um, and and I guess as far as context and nuance and all that, I'm not a big fan either of someone's a bad person because of what they say. Okay, maybe in some cases people can be, but at the same time, you gotta look at um actually saying versus what you think they're saying. Like, um, uh, like for example, I guess as far as like uh, celebrities in politics, for example, I know um, James Woods. I know he's kind of been well known in recent times for espousing his conservative views on Twitter and all that, and a lot of people think he's a bit of a scumbag because of what he's saying. Um, I don't always comment on people's uh, uh, views or this or that or whatever because there might be times where I've got nothing to say or I may not understand what they're saying, so therefore I don't want to say anything in which I may be spouting out of I might be talking out of my ass without actually understanding what it is I'm saying, or yeah, I feel like I'm not informed on what they're talking about. Therefore, uh, what's there for me to say? You know. So, and as I mentioned, James Woods, for example, I don't know the guy personally, so therefore I don't wish to comment on. Oh, I think he's a scumbag or whatever. But I think it's easy to be judgmental on that on things versus what they say and what they do. I mean, I'm sure you can be judgmental. I can be judgmental. It's easy to have that mindset. Versus an another example, or in a couple of recent times, a couple of people I know on Facebook, I think I've criticized Clint Eastwood here, because I think supposedly he endorsed Trump, even though I think from my understanding he has said he had no particular dog in that race, and he's supposedly espoused some conservative views. Even though, from my understanding, he seemed like a bit of a left-leaning libertarian. Um, you know, that would be an example of like you listen to what he says, and all that, but um, and and plus, like, how is he? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering based on what name of his of like seeing his name tossed about. Like, oh, he's a scumbag. How? You know what do you say or do? I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna just draw my thoughts out around here, and that's kind of just what I've been kind of thinking about. And I just kind of wonder about these things. And yeah, and if I probably seem like I'm all over the place, and I don't know if anything I'm saying makes sense, and if I am wrong in anything, I would like, maybe tell me, I guess, and maybe hopefully I'll try and do better. Mm, like I would welcome uh, constructive criticism, and I'd rather, and but of course I don't want shit thrown my way. Just like like if you don't throw shit my way, I won't throw shit towards you. Yeah, you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Um, and just um, but those are just some of the thoughts I've been thinking about, especially with what's been going on in recent times. Um, and I guess these last few days and all that, but I don't know. It's really kind of a contentious time right now. At least here in my country. I don't know about anywhere else, but I don't know. And so I guess with all that said, just tell me what you think. Uh, does anything I say make sense in this video? If am I right? Am I wrong? Like, if I'm right, tell me. If I'm wrong, uh, where am I? And let's just talk. What do you think? What's what's going on with all that? What's your thoughts on the matter, or whatever? Because this is just me basically blowing steam out of my head, and with what's going on in my head. So I'm sorry if I sound redundant, by the way. So I guess with all that said, just rate, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye, guys.